Alright, now we get to the second disc, tracks 23 to 45. Now, of course, this is the first track, or the 23rd track, whichever way you want to see it. I Love Her, which is about Chris Brown acting like a simp and cuck, a very much beta male, because he's after this girl who, even though his family members tell him that she's no good, he still feels that he should be after her and even date her. Now, the song You Like, it's a female empowerment anthem, kind of like Confident was. Great track. Now, the song Now Here is about unrequited love and how he's chasing after this girl. Got a nice beat to it. Now, the song Other Niggas is about how in the past a female had other lovers, and now she's very noticeably untrusting of her lovers now. And Chris Brown is saying that he's not like the other dudes who would screw her around. Now, the song Tough Love, it kind of make Chris Brown sound like a fucking snake in the hook. But overall, it's a pretty good track. You know, if you actually listen to him do his S's like that. Hold on to you now, yeah. Still keep thinking about the way you. Do you hear that, like, what you call it, use of the S, like he's a snake? I really thought that was pretty cool. Now, Covered in You is kind of how Chris Brown is covered in a young lady. She's probably on top and he's on the bottom or whatever. And I really like his falsetto on the track, make him sound very nice. And I kind of skipped Paradise, but Paradise is about how Chris Brown, he was with this girl, and of course he kind of lost her, and now he lost his perfect girl by chasing after these other girls and stuff like that. You know, it kind of reminds me of the song I Love Her. How in the song he's talking about how he wants this girl, and probably now he has the girl, and he took advantage of her, and he didn't champion her as much as he should. Now, the song Even, it kind of reminds me of Michael Jackson's Remember the Times, or at least the beginning was. And this is not the first time. The song Hangover kind of reminds me of Michael Jackson, PTY, or Pretty Young Thing, because it referenced Michael Jackson's Pretty Young Thing. That was pretty nice. Now, the song High End is a club banger. Decent single. You know, I kind of feel that it should have had a hook instead of just the three rapping. And Young Thug says something about diamonds that's pretty fucking retarded. I want an H pill. I want a Miley. I'ma get seasick from these diamonds. How do you get seasick from diamonds? Like, that sounds pretty damn retarded. On Me is quite redundant. I don't know why you have a song called Covered in You, and you have a song called On Me. Basically the same thing. Covered in You too, if I could explain it. Oh yes, and Tell Me What to Do. You know what? Thinking back on this track, I feel that On Me could be a reference to how Chris Brown is an alpha male and he wants his girl to, like, ride him. But Tell Me What to Do is Chris Brown acting like a beta male, and he's like want the woman to take control and tell him what to actually do. So yeah, on me, tell you what to do, tell me what to do, I'll follow you. So if that makes sense. Now, frustrated really got me frustrated because it's basically about how Chris Brown could come on a girl. Literally, come on a girl. Did you hear that? He's just pretty much talking about ejaculating the whole track. Like, whoa. Pretty crazy, Chris Brown. Alright. Now, the song Enemy is, of course, talking about how it has a killer guitar sample. So, yeah, it reminds me of the first tape. Remember how the first tape had killer guitar samples? But, yeah, Chris Brown is talking about how he cheated on this girl, and now she feels like he's the enemy because he pretty much betrayed her. Now, If You Down, it's about how he wants a ride or die chick and how he will be committed to a relationship. You know, Bite My Tongue is about how Chris Brown cannot keep his mouth shut when he's disgruntled in a relationship, but it's like the shortest track. So it kind of like, it's only like 2 minutes overall. So it's kind of like, oh, you can bite your tongue when it comes to this track. Runaway, I feel like it's a half-ass attempt of trying to be deep and woke. This is Chris Brown woke track. Like shit. But it does a reference to like cops in blue badges getting away. It's the weakest reference to like police brutality since Drake's Charged Up, where he says people are dying with their hands up. Like, just to add that. This Way, I like how it samples Outkast's Rosa Parks. That was pretty great. And Yellow, it's a very deep track. It's talking about how Chris Brown is disgruntled with the music industry in Hollywood and how everybody's fake and how he feel like he had to sell his soul to the devil. He even have this little part where he says he sold his soul to the devil.
What's the point of rock and rolling without the gunpowder? Had a meeting with the devil last week. Couldn't believe what he said to me. Hey, take this contract signature, please. You can have it all, but you know your soul, I'ma keep that.
Wow, that's some deep shit right there. That's some creepy deep shit. Chris Brown is going to get himself in trouble and be accused of signing to the Illuminati. Now, Ready Whip, he compares a woman's body to a car, which I don't really care for that. Hangover, again, Chris Brown is doing like his autobiography thing, and he talks about how in high school he hanged it out with a rough group. He's still doing that today, by the way, hanging out with a rough group and shit like that. I wish this was next to Ready Whip, because Ready Whip is a piece of shit. Wasn't really feeling it, but it got me in my emotions, I guess, because Emotions, I like this track. I like the hook. I like everything about this track. This track is pretty good. We have another club banger. I kind of think like this is high-end Junior, but only for me, you know. Pretty nice. Grass Ain't Greener. Chris Brown is talking about how if a girl leaves him, that he probably will not find a better person more than him, or a better resource for cash, assets, emotional support, all that good shit. Now, overall, this is my summary of the whole album. I feel that Disc 1 is a better album when it comes to overall music and concept and content, but Disc 2 is a better album when it comes to narrative and content if that makes any sense. I really like both tracks, and there's something I can appreciate with both parts of the album. I would give the first disc a 3.5 out of 5, and the second disc a 3.5 out of 5. So yeah, so that would make an even 7. So that's how I feel. I really wish Ready Whip wasn't on there. Runaway, because it sounds half-assed, frustrated. But overall, pretty nice album. Chris Brown, I'm proud of you. I never thought in a million years I would be this proud of a Chris Brown album. All right, please like and subscribe, share the video, and your boy out. Have a nice day, y'all. And make sure you subscribe.